What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. And the Washington Wizards escaped Detroit with a win in overtime. Now, I'm not going to get up here, hype, screaming, etc. because they beat a 4-win team with a 9-game losing streak. A game which they should have never went into overtime with in the first place. The Wizards were up in the fourth quarter by a decent amount. Well, like 6 minutes left, I believe. It was around 6 minutes left. Specifically, they were up with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. 103-90. Kyle Kuzma hit a 2-pointer. It was 103-90. There were 13 points. With 6:40 to go. And the Pistons went on like a 12-1 run or something like that. And they tied it up and it ended up going to overtime. That's unacceptable, man. And too many times, the Wizards have stretches where they just go cold on offense and they can't buy a bucket. They just can't buy a bucket. It'll be like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. They can't just put the ball in the hoop. I mean, it's ridiculous. That has to stop right there. That has to stop. Bradley Beal in the clutch and his turnovers, man. It has to stop. The most egregious one being just the backcourt. You got to know where you are on the court. You got to know guys are probably going to be bringing the double team when you touch the ball. That just can't happen. That's ridiculous. That cannot happen. The late game turnovers and Bradley Beal just have to stop. And it's been a thing for a long time. And we as Wizards fans all know that. It has to stop. But other than that, I mean, he had 25 points on 10 of 19 shooting. 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma had 26 points. 8 for 18 from the field. 4 for 10 from the three-point line. 6 for 7 from the free throw line. He hit the game-winning corner 3. He did it against the Cavaliers from the corner. He did it against the Pistons from the corner. Sent Detroit home, waving at the Detroit crowd and the 15 people who were in the stands. Look at that as you may. You can say that's pretty weird, you know, to be waving at a 4-win team on a 9-game losing streak to a half-full stadium, less than half-full stadium. Or you can look at it like, hey, that's his thing, man. You know, that's how he get himself hyped, etc. So, hey. Daniel Gafford, man. He was a beast out there. Now, he wasn't a beast with, like, putting up 18 points. He only put up 7 points. But he put up 10 rebounds. And he had 6 blocks. That's hard to do, man. Getting 6 blocks, etc. That's not easy to do. And Daniel Gafford is so important to this team. And it was key that he ended up coming back from that ankle sprain that he suffered, I believe, in that second quarter, I believe it was. It was a big that he came back and played. Because when he doesn't, the Wizards' interior defense just plummets. It plummets. A lot of these 6 blocks would have been layups. Converted. I'm sure of it. So Daniel Gafford, man, I want to keep giving him love for that, for the defensive presence he's showing down there. I mean, it's important. It's huge, man. Because without him, the Wizards' interior presence is just non-existent. It is. Caldwell Pope, in that third quarter, he dropped like 10 points. 10 straight points for the Wizards at the beginning of the third quarter. He single-handedly brought the Wizards back from that 8-point deficit that they went into the third quarter with. So that was the majority of his points. He only ended up with 13, and he scored like 10 of them in that third quarter span. So that was good to see. That little hot span to get the team back into the game. Spencer Dinwiddie had 13 points, 12 points, but once again, the aggressiveness factor. You know, it's like you still don't really see it, man. Like he had a steal earlier in the game, and it was on a fast break, and it was like a guy in front of him. He didn't attack the basket. He pulled up for a 3, and he bricked it. Why wouldn't he try to attack the basket and draw contact? That was weird. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's like he think the floor is lava in the paint or something like that. The floor is lava in there. I don't get it. I don't know why. But Howard Neto had 10 points, 5 for 8 off the bench. Denny Avdia had 10 points, 4 for 9. He had a really good first half. But, I mean, my thing is, I think Denny has to play more, man. He really has to play. I think he should be playing more than he is. I think Denny Avdia should be playing more than he is. And I think a lot of the fouls he be getting be ticky-tack fouls. But I think Diddy deserves more playing time personally. That's just me. Montrezl Harrell had 4 points, 2 for 5. Only 18 minutes. I don't know if he played in the second half. No, he started the third quarter. He started the third quarter, came out, and he never got back in. And I know it was one play where Frank Jackson, I believe, came off the pick. Montrezl didn't step up, and it was an easy, wide open mid-range shot. Maybe that had something to do with it. The defense, I didn't think he got hurt. Maybe West just didn't like what he seen defensively from Montrezl, so he sat him down. Gave Anthony Gill some more minutes. And then finished it off with Daniel Gafford. Who knows how that is? We'll see later when the post-game comments come out, etc. But Davis Bertans had 6 points, 3 free throws, just one shot, one made 3, 11 minutes. Davis Bertans' minutes is dropping. 11 minutes, I think before he was playing like 15 minutes. And I don't have an issue with playing Davis 11 minutes. You know, if he plays well like he did today, he played well in that little block of time. He's not overexposed, etc. I don't have an issue with it. And I think West sees a lot of what we see. If he's struggling out there shooting, I think Corey Kispert can usurp some of those minutes. So Davis has to continue to play well, or I think his minutes will continue to decrease. Anthony Gill had 8 minutes. He was productive out there. Went out there fighting for rebounds, what he usually does when he gets the playing time. So that was nice to see some productive minutes for Anthony Gill when he was out there. But I mean, guys, Detroit was one of the worst three-point shooting teams coming into this game. They shot 54% from the 3. Frank Jackson was 5 for 7 from the 3. Killing them. Diallo, 2 for 3 from 3. Jeremy Grant, 2 for 2 from 3. Sadiq Bey, 2 for 4 from 3. The Pistons killed the Wizards from the 3. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. They shot 47% from the field. Too high of a percentage in my opinion. Still, the defense is an issue. The defense is continuing to regress. I mean, you can look at this game as a win is a win, which is what I'm doing. I'm looking at it as a win is a win. You can't really complain about it too much because a win is a win. And on the other hand, it's like, man, you got the Jazz coming up and you struggling to get past the Detroit Pistons when you up 13 with 6 minutes left and you blowing that lead. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. How you feel about the game. How you feel about the Jazz game coming up. How you feel about the team's performance. Specific player performances. And all that good stuff. If you like the content, as always, like, share, subscribe. All of that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. I'm not ending it off with a dub because it was an uninspiring win, personally. So we'll end it all with a Wizards get a win, and a win is a win. Until next time, guys. Peace.